So you have been cheating on me. I have trusted you so much. I can't believe you are dating another woman at my back. Why are you this wicked, Tamuno? Honestly, I don't know what you are talking about. I don't have any other girl aside from you. You are the only woman in my life. Please believe me. Tamuno said, almost shedding tears. How do you expect me to believe you? A lady embarrassed me on the road, claiming that you are her man and that I should leave you alone. She even threatened to kill me if I don't leave you. Priye, believe me, I don't have any girl apart from you. I don't know the lady you are talking about. I can swear with my life. Many years ago, in a remote village known as Nembe, Nembe is in the southern part of Nigeria. Nembe is a small village surrounded by water. It was a quiet and secluded community where everyone depended on the river. Fishing was more than a trade. It was a way of life, handed down from one generation to the next. Children learned to swim as soon as they could walk, and by the age of 10, must have learned to catch a fishing net like a fisherman. Among the villagers, one man stood out. His name was Tamuno, a young fisherman with extraordinary skills. Tamuno's skill and good fortune had earned him the nickname King of Fishes. Other fishermen marveled as he returned from the river with his boat loaded to the brim with fishes. It was rumored that Tamuno was favored by the river spirits themselves, who gathered the fish right into his nets. Every year, the villagers had the grand annual fishing festival, a celebration of the village culture, skills, and dedication to the water. Tamuno had become so popular. It was during that particular festival that Tamuno was crowned the King of Fishes, a title that made him both proud and humble. As he grew older, he dreamed of building a family of his own. Tamuno had a girlfriend. Her name was Priye, a beautiful young woman, her skin as smooth as polished ebony. Every day, after a long day of fishing, Tamuno would carry his best catch to Priye's house, and her mother would prepare a sumptuous meal with it. They were planning to settle down. Arrangements were already ongoing, and Tamuno was saving up some money from his fishing business to marry the love of his life, Priye. People of Nembe spoke often about the river spirit, but Tamuno never paid much attention to it. He believed his skills alone brought him success, but unknown to him, a spirit woman had been watching him. Each time he came to the river to fish, as soon as his boat touches the water, the spirit woman would linger unseen beneath the surface, attracted by his strength and his skills. She began using her powers to help him. The spirit woman, whose name was Iyoma, was very beautiful, with a very long hair which touches the ground as she walked. Slowly, her admirations grew into a fierce desire. She thought of herself as Tamuno's true partner, the one responsible for his success. One moonlight evening, Tamuno unknowingly spoke out to the river as he cast his net. "Thank you, great waters, for always blessing me." Hearing this, Iyoma believed he was speaking directly to her. She was very excited and decided she would no longer allow another woman to take her place. One day, the spirit woman decided to confront Tamuno's girlfriend. One evening, she came out of the water, took up full human body, and apprehended Priye on the road as she was going to the village market. As soon as Iyoma sighted Priye, she blocked her and began to warn her. "Stop here, you this stupid girl." She dragged Priye by the hand and pulled her back. "I have come to warn you. Stay away from my man. The next time I will see you around him, I will kill you." Priya was shocked and angry at the same time. "How dare you stop me in this manner? Are you out of your mind? You are very stupid. You will never marry Tamuno. Tamuno belongs to me. In your own interest, leave him alone. If I see both of you together again, you will regret the day you were born," the spirit woman said, flying her long hair backward. "Who are you? For your information, Tamuno and I are getting married very soon. Get out of my way, Joe," Priye said, pushing the spirit woman out of her way, and continued her journey to the market. Immediately, the spirit woman disappeared. The next day, Priye went to Tamuno's house. "Tamuno, so you have been cheating on me. I have trusted you so much. I can't believe you are dating another woman at my back. Why are you this wicked, Tamuno?" "Honestly, I don't know what you are talking about. I don't have any other girl aside from you. You are the only woman in my life. Please believe me," Tamuno said, almost shedding tears. "How do you expect me to believe you? A lady embarrassed me on the road, claiming that you are her man and that I should leave you alone. She even threatened to kill me if I don't leave you. Priye, believe me, I don't have any girl apart from you. I don't know the lady you are talking about. I can swear with my life," he pleaded while kneeling down beside Priye. The following days were filled with strange occurrences. As Tamuno went to the river to fish, he spent long hours on the water, casting his nets over and over, only to return with a handful of fish. His fellow fishermen all went home with a boat full of fishes. They began to whisper among themselves, "The king of fishes couldn't catch enough fish tonight." Tamuno felt ashamed. He still visited Priye each night, but he came with fewer and fewer fish. Things get worse by each passing day. His poor parents continued to mount pressure on him to get married. As an only son, it is expected he marries early and starts making children. He no longer catch fish as much as before, and that affected his finances. He had no money to get married to the love of his life. Priye and her mother became worried. One day, her mother called her aside and began to say, "Priye, if Tamuno is no longer interested in getting married to you, let him say it so that other men who are ready and capable could do so. He had delayed too long." Tamuno later went to his maternal home at Obia village, and he narrated his ordeal to his uncle. And his uncle agreed to lend him some amount of money. And with that, he went home, took few of his kinsmen, and went to Priye's family. And all the necessary marriage rites were done, and happily he took his wife home. Tamuno and Priye started living together as husband and wife. Few months into their marriage, they began to fight and quarrel over every little thing. There was no peace in their home. Tamuno and Priye, who used to be lovebirds, now fight every day. And people began to wonder. After 2 years of their marriage, yet no child, they visited different hospitals and even native doctors in search of the solution for their childlessness. None was able to help. Later, someone introduced them to a powerful native doctor. The native doctor, an old man in his 90s, told him that he has a spirit wife, a very jealous one. She has been helping you all along, expecting your devotion in return. Now, angered by your love for Priye, she is punishing you. The native doctor told Tamuno that he will perform some rituals to appease the spirit woman and disconnect him from her. He listed out all the items required for the ritual: a white female goat, a white hen, a large white basin, 5 yards of white cloth, 2 bottles of Fanta, and several coins. Tamuno immediately went to the market and bought all the items the native doctor had listed. With everything in hand, they waited until midnight, the hour when the river spirits were at their most powerful. Under the pale of moonlight, they set out for the river. The native doctor began chanting, his voice low and steady, as they approached the water. When they get to the river, they placed the items they brought for the ritual at the bank of the river, and then entered into the river. The native doctor made some incantation and began to mention the names of all the river goddess in Nembe. Then he took the white hen, waved it 3 times over Tamuno's head, and hit the hen at Tamuno's bare chest. He repeated this 3 times, and at the 3rd time, a woman dressed in a white gown with a very long hair and a tail like that of a fish appeared at the middle of the river. As soon as Tamuno saw him, he ran and hid behind the native doctor. Fear gripped him, but the native doctor assured him not to fear, that she is harmless and she has come to receive the sacrifice they brought. Why, Tamuno? Iyoma's voice was filled with anguish. I gave you wealth and abundance. Why did you betray me? Tamuno's voice trembled as he replied, I was unaware. I thank you for everything you did for me, but I belong to Priye now. Please forgive me. I beg of you. As soon as Tamuno finished talking, Iyoma disappeared into the river, and the items they brought for sacrifice equally disappeared. The native doctor praised the gods. He began to sing songs of praise to the water spirits. He told Tamuno that he is now free from his spirit wife. Tamuno thanked him and they went home. After the ritual, Tamuno and Priye finally found peace, and they began to live peacefully as husband and wife. His fishing luck returned, and he was able to provide for his family again. Soon, Priye discovered she was pregnant. Tamuno and Priye were so happy, and they began to prepare to welcome their unborn baby. And after 9 months, Priye gave birth to a bouncing baby boy. Peace returned to their home. Tamuno and the entire family We are very excited at the arrival of the newborn baby. Tamuno and Priye remained happy ever after. The end. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to share your own thoughts about the story in the comment section. Share this video to your loved ones. Like and support the channel by clicking the subscribe button. Bye.